I'm Grant Lindeman, and this is a 7-year-old barrel mare that I just got in training. I'm going to help the owner just kind of with their basic horsemanship and getting this horse traveling correctly. We're going to start off with the groundwork, and we're going to round pin this mare, get her respect on the ground, and then we're going to hobble break her. So I'm going to just unsnap this mare and send her off. I want to make sure that she travels out and away from me and gets moving right away. I like to always try to keep my attention on that mare when I'm going down to grab my lunge whip. Right off the bat, a lot of people cringe when you go and grab a big old whip and think you're gonna whoop and beat your horse to death. All this is, in my opinion, is an extension of my arm. So it is a tool to be able to reach out and touch the horse, and it's a enforcement to my verbal cue. So when I'm asking this horse to travel, I'm gonna first cluck, and then I'm gonna use the suggestion of my whip. And if that doesn't get a response, then I'm gonna use my whip. So it's a 1, 2, 3 process. I'm gonna cluck, present the whip, and if I don't get a response, I'm gonna just reach out and tap her on her booty. Good girl. So this mare broke down, that's fine. I'm just gonna kind of ask her to keep her forward motion. Even though this horse is running bred, she feels like she's got a tick of laziness to her, which I like. This would make her a barrel horse that you have to push, which is, in my opinion, far better than have to hang on and be running off with. It would be more my preferred style of running horse. This is good. Even though this horse is broke, she's trained, she's patterned. This is just a way that I learn how this horse moves. I understand little things of her personality. And it's a good way just to get the wiggles or knock the fresh off. Easy. Good girl. She responded right away when I asked her to back down into a trot. Like that. If you watch her ear, you look at her ear is pointed towards me. She's paying attention, she's listening, her attention, although she's got a little wiggles and my dog's running around the backside, she's paying attention to some other things. But mainly she's really paying attention to what I'm asking, and that's a desirable trait. Move her out a little bit more. I'm gonna free her up here a little bit more. Make her really extend. Oh, very nice. Stops, comes towards me, her attention's toward me, she's licking her lips. Just wondering what we're doing next. This is a time where I like to go approach them, make sure she's still paying attention to me as I approach. I like to come up here, give them a nice pet on the shoulder, just let them know that they're doing what I want them to do, and that I'm their friend, not their enemy. And I'm just gonna take her and send her off the other way. Again, pay attention when you're getting your lunge whip. Eyes on your horse. just send her off. When we're doing this, I want to make sure that it is my idea to slow down and not hers. So she keeps breaking to a trot on her own accord. That's not a bad thing, but I want her to, I want to get to a point where I can capitalize on her wanting to slow down, but she's got to keep loping until I ask her to slow down. So now I'm gonna easy does it. Good girl. And it's not just a slam on the brakes, it's a nice downward transition. And if it's a slam on the brake situation, then I'll just encourage them to get back into that trot, and then I'll ask them to walk by just stepping back a little bit. Good girl. So all of her body language is telling me that she's very agreeable. You know, she stopped, she looked at me, she licked her lips, her neck's relaxed, she's lowering her body or her neck down. Like, all of those are signs of a willing participant and a good mind. She decided to walk off. That's fine. So I'll just cruise her around a little bit more. And whoa. Whoa. I'll back off some more. Kind of grab her attention. She's wanting to come right to me. Good girl. If I'm round penning to the right, I approach the right. If she doesn't want to give me that sign, I'll keep working her until she gives up her right side of the brain. Horses have a right and left side of the brain. I try to do things equally on the left and the right. So we went around to the left first, and now we're going around to the right. And I think she did a good job. I'm gonna connect her lead rope. At this point, they usually follow you. And that didn't work. Flies are bugging her a little bit. She doesn't like Samson running around, which is good. We accidentally missed the initial little struggle. She tested these hobbles once on both sides of her brain. Not bad, but just kind of found it. But then she decided to move her hind end. I like them to be able to travel and move in the hobbles, not travel in the hobbles, but be comfortable in the hobbles to where, you know, she'll move her hind end and she'll figure out what to do with her front feet. This mare's reaction is impeccable, very good. I really like it. And then I'll just teach her how to be comfortable in these until I can just kind of pull her body around, break her loose. Good girl. Good girl. Good baby. All very, very willing, very submissive minded, very yielding. So I like to get her to move their hind end and keep their front end still. Now, if she decides to jump up in the air with her front feet, I will pull them off balance so that that becomes an undesirable trait or decision. I want them, you know, if they're standing at the trailer and she wants to move around and she's got hobbles on, this teaches them that they can move around in them to get out of a bind and not just be locked in one place. But I don't want her traveling with her front end. I just want her to disengage with her hind end, like so. You know, she's still very green in these hobbles. There, she's kind of testing him, but she's being very submissive still. Good girl. Very good. And there she's licking her lips. Everything's good. So we'll pull her on over here, see what her decision is. Break that hind end. Good girl. Good girl. Just follow where that lead rope is, and then we'll do it the other way. She's already moving her hind end so good. She's blocking me with her right side of her brain, which is okay. Just there. Very good girl. Very good girl. And this makes it so that when you go and tie them and hobble them, they don't paw holes. They, you know, if they are anxious, it almost creates like a security blanket for them. Let's say you're at a new place and they're just anxious and they're going back and forth tied to the trailer. Throw a pair of hobbles on them. She's had them on. She's safe. If she wants to move around a little bit, she still can. But it kind of encourages them like a kid with their binky blanket. It just kind of comforts them and provides them a place to be like, oh, okay, I know if I just stand here, I'm relaxed, everything's all good. So there's a lot of benefits to it. One of them also being if they stick their foot in a fence, have it hung up, it creates, it takes a little bit of their flight away so that they don't rip their leg off in trying to get out of the fence. They'll stand there and be patient until somebody comes to their help. At this point, I'm gonna take them off. And she passed the first day of having hobbles on. Girl.